a really old $100 US bill that I picked up. Alright guys, I want to do a coin video. I just want to show some of my favorite coins. One of them being this newer Morgan silver dollar that got re-released in 2021. I want to show some of my collection. Here's some of my collection here. And let's get right into it. So, some of my favorite coins, I love these half dollars, these Walking Liberty half dollars. And I like my coins to have the age and show it in this patina that they show here. I'm not super big on the coins that are always coming out minty like this, but this is my favorite design for an old coin, the Morgan silver dollar. So I love that this one's mostly silver. I think it's 90% or so. That's awesome. If you guys don't know, my dad does a big coin channel, so I just figured I would show off some of my coins. Some things that he's gotten me that I've held on to. One of those things that he's gotten me that I held on to was a, let's see if we can zoom in on this, a Rick Cheek 1 kilo copper bar with his pirate stacker symbol there and a serial number. Normally I ask him for all of his stuff that's serial number 2 because that's my favorite number. Let's see, what else can I show here? I just have quite a few US coins here, and I recently went to Asia, so I picked up a couple coins for myself. These ones are from Asia, 50 sen and an 1835 yen coin here from the Edo period of the samurais. Very cool stuff. Lots of American coins, but I also like foreign coins because if you don't know, I'm in the military. I've gone to a lot of places. I like to bring coins back with me. All these bills are from places that I've been. We have Thailand, Singapore, Korea, Vietnam, Japan, Bahrain. Some of these places I went with the military. Some of them I went with my wife. We recently got back from our honeymoon in Asia, so that covered a couple spots as well. We've been to Greece. We got a little Greece set. I like to get the sets of the coins when I go places, just to give you an idea of what their coinage looks like out there. Here we've got a really old $100 US bill that I picked up. This bill says it's actually from 1928. And so I love the look of the green on it. See, my camera's kind of going crazy on this thing. But I just think this bill is awesome. And if you think back to 1928 and the gold pieces that they had back then, and how much that $100 gold piece or $520 gold pieces would be worth now compared to that $100 paper bill. It's crazy because those $100 gold pieces are obviously backed by gold, and that gold's kept pretty steady with inflation. Now, I am not a big believer on just investing in gold and silver. I think they do a really good job of keeping up with inflation, and gold in recent times has definitely outpaced inflation, but I definitely like stocks a lot more. Now this, I'm gonna cover my name here. This is a actual physical Tesla share that I bought, and it's almost doubled in value since I bought it, so that was pretty cool. Most stocks and companies, they don't do physical shares anymore, but I like having a physical copy of things, and Tesla actually happened to be someone that did do a physical copy. All right, I want to show off a little treasure chest that I got in Bahrain. This chest is made of camel bone. I'm going to take the stuff out of it real quick so I can show it off properly. This is a camel bone chest. It's probably the coolest thing that I got in Bahrain. Bahrain for sure. Not the Middle East, because I'm going to tell you what the coolest thing I got in the Middle East was in just a second here. But this is that camel bone chest. And I keep some of my silver in there. I got this sterling silver necklace that says my name on it, and hieroglyphs in Arabic and in English. Zach, that's my name. We got a couple other things. So inside this little chest, I keep this silver coin, supposed silver, right? So I'm always very skeptical buying bullion and silver and gold from foreign countries. But this was picked up in the gold souk in Dubai. The gold souk's got a lot of history. It's an ancient market, probably 1,000+ years old. Got some Arabic on the back there. Keep that in there. I also keep a silver coin that I got in Singapore on my world tour deployment. This is the Merlion. It's it and one of the flowers. Okay, there's the flower, perfect. This is an orchid. These are their symbols out there in Singapore. Singapore is it's like kind of like a city state. They ship all sorts of stuff. They speak fluent Mandarin Chinese and English. So that was a really interesting place to travel to. And I keep that all in there and put it over here. My oldest coin for now, I think, is still this coin from the 1700s. This coin is from 1756. I believe it's a Spanish coin, a real coin. And this is from my great-grandpa's coin collection. Right when I was a little kid, I used to shake him down for his coins. And he never gave me this coin. He did give me an Indian head coin that I had shook him down for. This one is 1863, so that's a pretty early Indian head coin, and it's slashed on the back, right? I don't really mind that it's slashed because I'm not going to resell this, really. It's more for my own enjoyment. And that's a common theme in my stuff. I like to keep an example coin of all these pieces that I find. For me, it's not to sell, it's not to flip, because I don't see it as a great investment personally. I think the best investments are if you own your own successful business and you manage it correctly, maybe get employees. Real estate is definitely a top tier investment in my opinion. I own a rental property, I love that. Stocks is kind of a third option. It's hard to get wealthy there in my opinion. And these are just my personal opinions. I'm not an expert. I did just get a degree in finance, but I'm not an expert, right? That doesn't mean anything. I haven't done anything with that degree yet. Since being out of the military, it's been kind of a whirlwind. I did some aerospace things first. Now went back to school for a degree in finance, and we'll see where it takes me, right? All right, I want to talk about gold for just a minute here. Let me see if I can get this ring in the view. This ring is a 14 karat ring. Now, I bought the gold itself in Dubai while I was there on my world tour deployment. When I came back several years later now, I got married, and the only gold that I wanted on my ring, was the gold that I had from that Dubai trip. So there's a company in New Mexico that I was able to ship my tiny gold bar from Dubai. This was part of the gold bar. I shipped it off to them, and they actually made it into this 14 karat gold ring for me. And so now that's what I wear, and I love that. And I just want to share a difference. If you know silver and gold, you probably already know this, but I didn't know it before. This is my 1 ounce gold coin from 2016 that I picked up in San Diego. Right, I always wanted my own gold coin. This is a really pure form. And what I wanted to say is, if you don't know a lot about gold, the purities can kind of be like the carats. They're an interesting thing. So my ring is 14 karat. This gold coin is 24 karat, which is basically 100% pure. My ring might be 65 to 70% pure at 14 karat. And if you notice the color, the closer the gold is to pure, the more yellowy the gold is. This is the actual color of gold here. My ring is kind of whitish yellow almost. They've mixed it with maybe some copper and some other metals to make alloys to harden it and to dye down that gold content in it. So I just thought that was an interesting fact about gold. Now whenever I see someone's ring, I know it might be my 14 karat, or immediately I can see it's way more yellow, so it's more pure. it's gold rings, they're not worth as much as you think they'd be. So it's not like if someone has a totally pure gold ring, they're rich or something. Okay, I have my last hot take on coins as a collectible, and I'm kind of a downer on this. I think coins as a collectible is going to go away 100%. And it's mostly because I think that coins themselves are going to go away, and already you see people have shifted from paper money and coins to a lot more card. So that means kids who are growing up now, they're not growing up using the coins. And so that's your collector market going forward. Once this the current maybe 2 generations die off, I think that coin collecting as a whole is going to be almost non-existent. I think the same thing about trading cards. I think that cardboard trading cards are an old idea that has kind of lost pace and touch with where we're at. And that is my hot take. So I don't really collect coins per se. I'm not just buying silver either because I don't like them as an investment. So once I get a coin for each example piece that I want, I pretty much stop and the collection stays where it's at. I try really hard not to sell my stuff, and this is the collection. If you like this video, I do trading card videos as well. Normally I do Yu-Gi-Oh card videos because I grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So this is a Japanese card. It's a God card that I have in my collection. And I just wanted to do something different today and show that I don't just collect cards. I have a coin collection. I do like watches. I'm a multifaceted person. I think most people are. So thank you for watching.